Hey guys, this is Sean with Integrity Ranch. Today we are in Buffalo, Missouri. We just dropped off a yearling bull for one of our friends, and tell you guys a little bit about his story and what he's got going on here.
Definitely, yeah. Thank you so much for the bull. We're definitely excited to have him here. So my name's Chance with Ghanem Ranch, and I'm brand new into the whole ranching thing. This is something for me that my family's never been in ranching. I've learned everything from YouTube, probably like a lot of you guys right now, watching these videos, just learning from people who have all the knowledge. So I'm so blessed to have you out here. Been picking his brain all day. And what we wanted to show you guys was this bull out here that he's helping me out with, because we started this with literally bottle calves. Maybe a lot of you guys have started with that process. Start with the little babies, raise them up. But once you want to start your own herd, you need to make the reproduction happen. And for me and my wife, we've been looking all over the internet, trying to figure out how it works, looking into AI and everything else, and it just looked like headaches. And one thing I never knew about was renting bulls till I got in touch with you. So that's been something that's been a game changer for us. So what we ended up doing, we just got 4 heifers here that we have on our, we got about 9 acres, 10 acres of pasture here, and renting this yearling is going to be awesome. So we're super excited to see what he can do out here. I can't wait.
Yeah, for smaller operations, it's, you know, a lot of the smaller operations, you really can't afford to buy a bull that's not going to pencil out. And so, you know, if you can rent a bull, that's going to be the better route, but you're going to need to find, you know, if you're going grass genetic, it's going to be that much harder to find a grass genetic bull. I mean, there's a lot of places you can rent a bull. I don't know of one place where you can rent a grass genetic bull. You know, with just having a couple cows, this yearling, he'll cover them no problem. It's cheaper, and you know, he's a pretty good little South Pole bull. He's slick. He's been following that little Jersey around since we've been here. I think he's got it figured out.
Yeah, no, one thing for us is we wanted to get into the South Poles. We found Greg Judy first, and then it's hard to find them. It's hard to find South Poles. Yeah. It's hard to find South Pole bulls. It's hard to find the whole process. So for any of you guys out there that are looking, you definitely need to get connected with somebody who's been around the cattle industry for a little bit. And we were just talking, like, I started out wanting to be a homesteader, and then I realized that homesteading meant you're going to spend a lot of money. So that's when we wanted to get more into the ranching and stuff. But for homesteaders out there, or anyone on a small scale like we are, we're just getting started. And I mean, man, renting the bulls, and especially finding someone like you with the South Poles, it's been a blessing.
Yeah, that's, you know, if you're renting, buying a bull, I mean, it's just like I'm always saying, get a gentle animal that you're not going to have problems with. You know, grass genetic bull, if that's the way you're heading. You know, we give our bulls, all our calves, they just get black leg shots, so they're pretty hardy. They're all out on grass, so you know, we can bring them just about anywhere and they're going to thrive. And that's huge when you're looking for a bull, whether you're renting or buying. I mean, there's a decent breeze, but it's hot, and they're all out there grazing. The bull's out there following them around. I don't know what it is with this breeze, but it was going to get pretty warm today.
Yeah, it's in the 90s, I think. So it's been crazy to watch, because we had black cows before, and then when we got into the South Poles are like everything you see online. I mean, I was shocked when we first saw them and first got them out here on pasture. It's been a game changer.
Yeah, the South Poles are awesome, and they're not the only good cows, but they've done a good job at, you know, starting with good and continuing.
Yeah.
But there's getting people, I mean, the breed's getting big enough that you really do gotta know who you're buying from, because just because it's South Pole doesn't mean it's good. You know, it's getting big enough that there's enough people getting into it because they're selling.
Yeah.
That are just, I mean, they're graining them, they're worming them, all the stuff that most of us are trying to get away from, or that's why we went to South Pole.
Yeah.
You know, to not have to worm, not have to grain anything. And so don't think just because it's South Pole you're getting all that. Know who you're buying from. Know who you're leasing. You know, if you're just gonna lease a bull, that opens up a lot. Leaves you more money to do other things if you can lease a bull versus buying it and feeding them all year.
Yeah, if you guys are just getting started and you're looking into this, so we looked into AI, and I have other things that I do. I got jobs, I got, you know, so that didn't, time-wise and financially didn't really make sense. Looked at buying a bull. We don't have enough room to keep it separate all year long. So when we found out about renting, it really just made the most sense for us on this size of, you know, size of what we got. And honestly, the numbers make sense probably even for us a couple more years, just because until you have a big enough size where you can make it make sense to keep a couple bulls all year round at a different spot. So, because we want to be super tight on our breeding window, so we don't have calves all year round. Yeah. So that's one of the things that, you know, was really important to us and why renting really made sense.
Yeah. You know, if you have a facility and someone who's good at AIing and you can do that, that's awesome, because you can get semen from really high dollar bulls for really cheap. But like, you only have just a couple cattle panels over there, really simple krill, no shoe. Yep. I mean, you can't AI stuff in that.
Hey, look,
and
what do you got?
This little bull, when we come to get him, he'll load up with those cattle panels, no problem.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you show him the video, how easy it is to load up.
Yeah.
Well, here he is. About all the way slicked off. Nice little bull. 206. He's about as gentle as they come. Load right up, I think. Come on, boy. Up in the trailer. Well, might have talked a little too soon. You know the drill, bud. Hey, girl, stand back a little bit so he'll go in the trailer. Kids probably were throwing him off. Back up, guys. Hurry. More. More. Yeah, he's a nice little bull. I think he'll get the job done. Not too good at video while I'm working, but we'll be there in a bit.
All our stuff, you know, gets trailered. They're not hard to deal with, and that's huge. For, you know, you save so much money. If you're buying wild cows, the first thing you need is a big crell. But if you buy the right animals, you can get away with a couple cattle panels. They're under $30 at the farm store. 16 foot long. You can make a, you know, 4 cattle panels can get 5 to 10 cows in there.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're not out very much money. And so, for people starting out, you know, don't listen to the commercial guys that want you to you know, get a crell that costs you $10,000, a chute that costs $4,000 or more. For your 10 head of cows, it's never going to pencil out.
If I listened to that, I wouldn't have any cows.
Yeah.
I would just have metal laying around.
Exactly.
Yep.
And metal depreciates.
Yep. And cows multiply.
Yep. Yeah, I hope the bull turns out good for you, and
yeah,
we'll be
can't
back.
wait.
Thanks for watching, guys, and hit that thumbs up if you would, and subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it.